Hey there, everybody who's watching. The test succeed in the first step. So the part 2 and 1 doesn't. The part 2 is here, but the 3 is not necessary. Because now I know for sure they are sabotaging me, and I don't know if this gets through, but it will be. I'm sure, because uh, this is too much to be an accident. An accident happens one time, or hit the jackpot one time, 2, 3 times, or being hit with a thunder, bliksem, lights strike. I always say it in English. Hit by that light flash 2 times is possible, but not 100 times. So everything that I do, I say always, if this is that happens, then I'm alright. I'm not going crazy. I'm not paranoid. And every time, I lost even the count. Okay, let's start. And I'm still counting. This is from 92. The obverse, it was Edward VII. The obverse was like this. The reverse has always stayed the same from all the series. From all the series there is. Okay, some fit, some not. The pennies. From, not, that's only a number. From 1860 to 1880. 1881, 1900, I showed it. It was part 1. And it is this one, 1902 till 1929. But don't forget, I was counting this one, and I didn't even count them. We counted this one, now we're gonna count these two, the last ones. How much millions, trillions, it's even with a calculator, it's not to be calculated. And the thing is, they are all made. Look for it, search for it. I'm gonna put one on my playlist too. Don't disturb yourself. They are all made from, in the beginning, bronze. Then bronze, maybe copper with it in the end, maybe copper with that. But never something metallic or silver or how you call it, nickel or something that looks like this color. From the, so count with me, the 02, second part, still the millions, 26 million point 3, 1903, 21 million point 4, 1904, 12 million, almost 30 million, 1905, 30 million, almost 18 million, the 1906, this is a small one, strange color also, but varieties, you don't give a shit in England, that's why, that's one all for the tests, it's a combined test, this one. Nobody's gonna understand it. Almost 38, 07, almost 47. I'm not gonna mention every time the million because every second counts. The 1908, 31 and a half. 1909, 19.6. 1910, 29 and a half. Then you have the next ruler. And this one has the most of all the kings. It was from the 1910. So actually from this one, observe has to be like this, has to be right now. And the reserve, what the fuck? So why putting the name 10 here? I don't understand. So the 10 is still from Edwards. Here is 01. So they mixed a little bit up because the 01 has to be also from the same face here, Edward the 7th. How is the 01? No, the 10 here. But here from the 10, that's what I don't understand. So they finished with this 10. Okay, we're going further. The 11. Normally it has to be 11, not 10, but that's not the point. 1911, 23 million. 1912, 50 million. 1912 H, you see it here, left of the date. 60 million, 0.8. This one, it will be the surprise that I was making, because if the UK itself or any collector who sees this can come with nobody, because otherwise it will be worldwide news. What I will let you see. Is it 26? What is doing? Is it doing here? Okay, go further. Otherwise, I will take time. This one, I will come later on it. In 1913, they made 65 million point 4. 1914, 50.8. 1915, so 1914, 1915, 74 million. 1916, 86. 1917, 107. 107 points, almost 108 million. It's still 1917. 1918, 84.2. 1918 H, you see it left from the date. Combined with the 1918 KN, you see it left from the date. Those two combined, 3.6 million. 1919. So only these two, they are really rare, because that 1.5 million from that time. And I got it. All this what you see, I got it like a gift. Not, it was a gift. It was a gift. So this thing doesn't happen like this. If it happens, it will be for some reason. 1919, 130 million point 7. 1919 again, but now it's the age. It's left from the date. 1919 combined with the, you see the rarity? Yeah, I didn't have it. 1919 KN, 5.2. There's only one that I am missing in this series. 1920, 124,000.6 million. I made 1921. 100, it's getting bigger and bigger. 130 million, almost 140 million. 1922, that's the one with the biggest varieties, but who cares about varieties in England? 16.3. It is a blank. No, that's the one that lasted way. 1926. 4.4 million. 27, almost 61 million. 1928, almost 50 million. And the last one in this book, in this map, is the 1929. Almost 50 million. Okay, 39, 49 million. So I'm missing the 1913, but I will come later for it. That's the big surprise. And that's why I'm counting, and I let the world know, but that's why they are sabotaging me. I think one of the reasons, because I didn't not only in coins good with counting things. With if you follow me, you go crazy. Really, I don't understand how I understand some things. Not going. Now we want to let you show only one thing. 1930. It's the next series here. And the last one from the 4. All for free. Why? But now I know why. Maybe somebody's gonna be a billionaire if he find out what I'm going to tell, because you don't know what to look for, but I have what to look for to be a billionaire. I'm sure of it, because you will see. 1930, 29, 1931, almost 20 million. 1932, 9 million point 2. 19 from 1932 it jumped directly to 34. 13, almost 14 million. 1935, 65 million. 1963, 154 million. Then we have the next king, George VI. And the coin, even in this book you don't find the 1933 because it's that rare. You see 32, what comes after, directly 34. So you know it's not for collection, it was not made for collectors. But I found one who is there, and for collectors, even the country itself will pay big money to have it. So that's the type 1 obverse between 37 and 48. It's only a difference about the lettering and maybe the small. And the obverse between 949 and 51. You see, it's only the lettering. If you have a coin that has the opposite, like this one, if it has to be from 37, of course, and it has this obverse, then you will be richer than normal. And it will be, because you never found one. If you found one, that's a tip I can give you. And it's according to all the coins. And it can happen because the first years it always happens. But the thing is, it's hard to get to sell these things on internet. You have frauders. You have to be on the right place, like in America or in England with some auctions. Then we'll go further, of course. So this is only the examples of the obverse. If you have this obverse on a second year, so this obverse on the year 49, then you will be rich. And it's with every coin like that in England. But now I'm only talking about the pennies. My famous pennies, Victorian pennies, the most famous of them all worldwide. This is 88 million. My battery is low. The 1937, 1938, 121 million. Is have a nice two color. 1939, 55.5 million. 1940, 42, 42, that's enough, otherwise it takes too much time. 44, 42.6. 1945, almost 80 million. 1964, almost 67 million. 1946, not 64. 19. Don't because sometimes when I watch a video again, it's too late. I say dates the opposite, but you see there is a 1947. If I say it not how it should be, you know that's only a mistake. I'm not going to make action 1 or 2 or 3. One action is more than enough, even if I make faults, because there is no time really. This video will take maybe 3 days to get to where it has to be. Enough talking. 52 million. 1948. 83. Almost 64 million. 1949, 14 million. 1950, one of the scariest, 240,000, and he has it. Really, that's something. This is more scary, but he didn't have it. 120,000. So the one who has it in a good condition, he can sell it for thousands, even if he's not living in I don't know where, but this is the penny that you have to look for that's existing. But the one I'm gonna show is, it's not that it's not existing, but it's hidden, and I will make a part 3 about it, because otherwise it will take too much time. And this is the new design from, so the last coin of Edward, he had only 120, it was his last penny. That's why it will be priceless if you have the perfect grade. And don't listen too much to the specialist. The specialist is gonna rip you off. Or don't watch too much to YouTube. eBay for the price. They are only breaking the prices, not the eBay itself, but the hackers. They are now the coin maker. I don't speak from my imagination. I tested it out. I made an account, and I let them fish me. And I played chess with them. The thing is, they use somebody else's name who doesn't exist, but they are that good that step by step I can explain it even. They're gonna, in the end, they demand the coin, and like they send it to you or otherwise. But the thing is, if you say they paid, so you're gonna send the one you send it to is it's not all the time, but it happened to me. They can hijack everyone like that. So, but to be short, it's not safe. They said it's safe. The thing is, it's like a ghost. He's there, and the ones who are taking the money from your bank account that is linked with eBay is eBay itself, because they say you get paid, but you don't return the money back, because you get the thing that you paid for, and you didn't get a shit. But they're gonna take your money. What you going to do? Nothing, because there is no law for that. That's a playground for cyber criminals. That's also something for later. That's the obverse, and that's the reverse. I have only one coin of 53. This is the first coin of Elizabeth. This will be also a lot worth, even with a big mintage. How much? 1.3 is not that big. If you see like this, like almost silver, but it's not silver, of course. What's looking like this is the perfect obverse of the other one. And here the same. If you have the obverse of this one on the other one, the battery is so low that you cannot put the lights. If you have obverse like this one on the 53, then it will be on this one. It will be priceless, and the opposite is less to be. But if everything can happen, of course. The 61, 48 million. These ones were made with more copper than bronze. 160 million almost. 62. 63, 120 million. 64, 153 million. 65, 121 million. 1966 to 66, 165 million, almost 168. 1976, 67 is the last Victorian penny, and didn't put even how much. That's why they are hot in the market, but they are not that hot in my eyes normally. So till I take my words back, and I have to make part 3, otherwise it's gonna take too long.